Chapter 1. Breaking Mental Chains. The mind is the engine of our actions, the silent force behind every decision and behavior we exhibit. Every thought, every belief, even those we are scarcely aware of, shapes the reality we experience. Yet, many of these thoughts are not products of our conscious choice. Rather, they are inherited from our upbringing, molded by society's expectations, or etched by past experiences. Over time, these unchallenged ideas create invisible chains that confine our potential and dictate our limits. Imagine for a moment the countless times you've found yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough, it's too late to try," or "I don't have what it takes to succeed." These are not mere passing thoughts. They're powerful, self-imposed barriers. When repeated over time, they become the very chains that keep you confined in a reality of limitation. The truth, however, is that these chains are not tangible obstacles. They are simply thoughts. And as thoughts, they can be examined, questioned, and ultimately changed. Understanding the origins of your limiting beliefs. Our beliefs are formed early in life, often without our conscious consent. Family remarks, cultural messages, and even the quiet whispers of past failures converge to create a narrative about who we are and what we are capable of. You might have absorbed ideas like, "You must settle for what you have," or "big dreams are reserved for a select few." These messages, although sometimes subtle, accumulate over the years and become the framework on which you build your identity. Consider how these inherited beliefs might have affected your choices. Have you ever avoided applying for a dream job simply because a part of you believed you weren't qualified? Or refrained from pursuing a passion because of the fear of failure? Recognizing that these thoughts are not innate truths, but rather learned patterns, is the first crucial step toward liberation. Practical exercise. Rewriting your beliefs. To break free from these invisible chains, you must first bring them into conscious awareness. Take a moment now, grab a piece of paper and a pen, or use a digital note. Write down all the negative phrases you find yourself repeating, whether in moments of doubt or during everyday challenges. Some common examples might include, "I'm not capable," "I always fail," "I have no talent." Once you have your list, challenge each statement by asking, "Is this really true? What concrete evidence do I have that supports this belief?" More importantly, what evidence contradicts it? Often, you will discover that these are simply reflections of fear or past disappointments rather than objective truths. Now, transform these limiting statements into empowering affirmations. For instance, instead of "I'm not capable," write, "I can learn and improve over time." Replace "I always fail" with "Every mistake is a learning opportunity that brings me closer to success." Change "I have no talent" to "Talent is developed through practice and dedication." Read these new affirmations aloud each day. By doing so, you begin to rewire your mind, replacing old, restrictive beliefs with new, expansive ones. Repetition, combined with genuine emotion and conviction, gradually transforms these words into a new internal narrative, one that supports growth rather than fear. Deepening the reflection, uncovering hidden barriers. Take a moment to reflect on your personal history. Think back to your childhood, your teenage years, and significant moments in your life. What beliefs did you inherit without even realizing it? Perhaps you were told, implicitly or explicitly, that striving for greatness was risky or that your worth was determined by external validation. These deeply ingrained messages might now be holding you back from pursuing your true potential. By acknowledging these hidden barriers, you reclaim your power. You come to understand that you are not bound by an immutable fate, but that you possess the capacity to choose which thoughts will guide your actions. Today, you have the opportunity to decide which beliefs will propel you forward and which ones you will discard. Expanding your mental horizons. Breaking mental chains is not a one-time act. It is a lifelong process of continuous self-inquiry and reinvention. As you work to dismantle old patterns, consider incorporating additional practices to fortify your new mindset. Journaling is an excellent tool for tracking your progress. Write regularly about the negative thoughts you overcome and the positive affirmations you adopt. Over time, you will build a rich archive of your transformation, serving as a powerful reminder of your journey. Visualization is another potent technique. Close your eyes and imagine the life you desire, free from the constraints of limiting beliefs. Visualize yourself succeeding, confidently navigating challenges, and feeling the inner freedom that comes with self-empowerment. These mental images serve as blueprints for your future and reinforce the belief that change is not only possible, it is inevitable. A call to action. Remember, the chains that have held you back are not permanent fixtures. They are simply the byproducts of past conditioning, waiting to be dismantled by the power of conscious thought and deliberate action. Every time you choose to question a negative belief and replace it with an empowering one, you take a significant step toward building an unbreakable mind. Today is the day to begin anew. Embrace the challenge of rewriting your internal dialogue. Recognize that every limiting thought you overcome is a victory that not only liberates your mind, but also opens up endless possibilities for your life. Your mind is a dynamic, ever-evolving force. It is capable of remarkable transformation when you commit to the process of self-improvement. Break those chains and let your true potential shine forth. The journey may be gradual, but with each conscious choice, you pave the way to a future defined not by limitations, but by limitless possibility. Chapter 2. Building Unshakable Confidence. Self-confidence is not an inborn trait. It is built over time, through experience, repeated actions, and intentional mental training. Some people appear naturally confident, but if you look deeper, you will see that behind their self-assurance lies a history of small victories, lessons learned, and a willingness to step outside their comfort zone. Confidence does not magically appear when you achieve success. Rather, it is the result of taking action despite fear and uncertainty. Imagine standing at the edge of a suspension bridge that looks fragile and risky. Fear creeps in, urging you to turn back. But you take a step. The bridge sways, but doesn't break. Then another step. With each step forward, your belief in yourself strengthens. Eventually, crossing bridges, whether literal or metaphorical, becomes second nature. That is how confidence works. It is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. It is not a prerequisite for action, but a byproduct of it. The confidence formula, how it is built. At its core, self-confidence is shaped by three primary factors. 1. Your past experiences and achievements. Every success, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that you are capable. 2. Your self-talk and internal dialogue. The way you speak to yourself determines how you perceive your abilities. 3. Your willingness to take risks and embrace discomfort. Confidence is developed by consistently pushing beyond what feels safe. Think of confidence as a muscle. If left unused, it weakens over time. But if exercised regularly, through challenges, learning experiences, and small successes, it grows stronger and more resilient. Practical exercise. Recognizing your past wins. Step 1. Make a list of your personal victories. These don't have to be extraordinary accomplishments. Simple things like learning to drive, passing a difficult exam, helping someone in need, or overcoming a fear count. Step 2. Identify what those moments have in common. Do they require courage, hard work, persistence? Recognizing the common themes behind your past achievements can help you replicate success in new areas. Step 3. Revisit this list whenever self-doubt arises. Confidence thrives on evidence. When you remind yourself of what you have already accomplished, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of handling future challenges. Breaking the habit of self-doubt. Self-doubt is one of the greatest enemies of confidence. It manifests in thoughts like, I'm not good enough. What if I fail? Other people are better than me. These thoughts create an internal cycle that reinforces insecurity. The first step to overcoming self-doubt is recognizing it for what it is, just a thought, not a fact. The next step is actively challenging it. Reframing negative self-talk. Instead of I'm not good enough, say, I am learning and improving every day. Instead of what if I fail, say, if I fail, I will learn and try again. Instead of other people are better than me, say, I am on my own journey and comparison doesn't define my worth. By consistently replacing negative thoughts with empowering beliefs, you retrain your mind to support rather than sabotage you. The power of small challenges. Confidence is built in the moments when you choose to act despite uncertainty. This means taking small but meaningful steps outside your comfort zone. Exercise the confidence ladder. 1. Choose a small challenge, something that makes you slightly uncomfortable but is achievable, e.g., speaking up in a meeting, trying a new activity, introducing yourself to someone new. 2. Complete the challenge and reflect on the experience. Did it feel uncomfortable? Probably. But did you survive? Absolutely. 3. Gradually increase the difficulty of your challenges. Each success strengthens the neural pathways associated with confidence. With every completed challenge, your comfort zone expands, and situations that once felt intimidating become routine. Why external validation won't build true confidence. Many people rely on external validation, compliments, approval, or recognition from others to feel confident. While external validation feels good, it is also fragile. If your confidence depends on others' opinions, it can easily be shaken. True confidence comes from within. It is knowing that your worth is not defined by outside factors, but by your own self-belief and efforts. To cultivate inner confidence, focus on self-approval first. Instead of asking, do they think I did well? Ask, did I give my best effort? Detach from perfectionism. Confidence does not mean being flawless. It means embracing your imperfections without shame. Trust yourself. You do not need permission to believe in yourself. The moment you decide you are enough, you are. Shifting your perspective on failure. Many people see failure as proof that they are not good enough. But those who possess unshakable confidence understand that failure is not an endpoint. It is a stepping stone. Each failure teaches resilience, adaptability, and problem-solving skills. Instead of letting setbacks erode your confidence, use them as fuel for growth. Exercise. Reframing failure. 1. Think of a time you failed at something. What happened? What went wrong? 2. Identify the lesson. What did you learn from the experience? 3. Reframe the experience. Instead of saying, I failed, say, I gained experience and insight. 4. Apply what you learned. How can you approach things differently next time? Confidence grows when you stop fearing failure and start using it as a tool for improvement. Surrounding yourself with confidence builders. The people you spend time with influence your self-belief. Negative, critical individuals can drain your confidence, while supportive and ambitious people can help it flourish. Build a positive environment. Spend time with those who uplift you. Choose to be around people who encourage and challenge you. Limit exposure to negativity. If someone constantly undermines you, consider distancing yourself. Seek out mentors or role models. Learning from confident individuals can accelerate your own growth. Confidence as a lifelong journey. Developing unshakable confidence is not about reaching a final destination. It is an ongoing process. Some days, you will feel unstoppable. Other days, you will struggle with doubt. The key is to keep moving forward, even when confidence wavers. Every time you choose action over hesitation, you strengthen your belief in yourself. Every time you challenge a negative thought, you build resilience. Every time you embrace discomfort, you grow stronger. Confidence is not about arrogance or perfection. It is about trusting yourself, even in uncertainty. It is about standing tall, even when fear whispers in your ear. It is about knowing that no matter what obstacles arise, you have the power to overcome them. And the best part? The more you practice, the more natural confidence becomes. A final challenge. As you finish reading this chapter, commit to one small action today that pushes you beyond your comfort zone. Whether it is speaking up, trying something new, or challenging a limiting belief, take the step. Because confidence is not something you wait for. It is something you build. Your journey starts now. Chapter 3. The power of hard work and discipline. Motivation may ignite your dreams, but it is discipline that keeps the flame burning day after day. While many search for that burst of inspiration to begin, true progress is built on the foundation of consistent effort. The kind of effort that persists even when enthusiasm wanes or obstacles arise. Hard work and discipline transform lofty visions into tangible achievements. Understanding discipline versus motivation. Consider an elite athlete. Even on days when motivation is low, the athlete shows up to train without waiting for a surge of inspiration. They run, lift weights, and practice with unwavering commitment because they understand that success is not a result of sporadic bursts of effort, but of continuous, deliberate action. The same principle applies whether you're learning a new language, building a business, or working to improve your physical fitness. Discipline is the daily commitment that bridges the gap between dreams and reality. Unlike motivation, which can fluctuate wildly from day to day, discipline is a personal commitment that you control. It means doing what needs to be done, even when you do not feel like doing it. Discipline is a declaration that you value your goals enough to work for them consistently, regardless of the ups and downs of emotion and circumstance. Shifting your mindset about hard work. Too often, hard work is seen as a burdensome chore rather than a privilege. Many people mistakenly believe that discipline equates to restriction, a loss of spontaneity, or the suppression of creativity. In truth, the disciplined pursuit of your goals is an act of self-respect, a recognition that your dreams deserve the best version of you. When you reframe hard work as a series of small, meaningful steps rather than a monolithic task, you unlock the freedom to excel. Every deliberate action taken in service of your long-term goals builds not only skills and expertise, but also self-trust and resilience. Practical strategies to build discipline. Developing discipline requires intentional strategies. Here are several tactics to integrate into your routine. 1. Set clear, specific goals. Define what you want to achieve in precise terms. For example, rather than saying, "I want to get better at English," commit to, "I will study English for 30 minutes every day for the next 3 months." Specific goals provide a clear roadmap, making it easier to track progress and maintain focus. 2. Break down big goals into manageable steps. Large objectives can feel overwhelming and lead to procrastination. Divide your primary goal into smaller, actionable tasks. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, set a daily target of 300 words. Each small accomplishment builds momentum and makes the larger goal more attainable. 3. Establish a daily routine. Consistency is key. Create a schedule that dedicates specific blocks of time to your most important tasks. When these actions become a natural part of your daily routine, you rely less on fleeting bursts of motivation and more on the strength of habit. 4. Use visual reminders. Maintain a calendar or habit tracker where you mark off each day you meet your goal. Seeing your progress visually reinforces your commitment and serves as a tangible reminder of your achievements. 5. Reward yourself for consistency. Celebrate the small wins along the way. Rewards don't have to be extravagant. Even a brief moment of relaxation or a small treat can reinforce positive behavior. Recognizing your effort nurtures a positive cycle that motivates you to continue your discipline journey. Exercises to cultivate discipline. To solidify your discipline, consider this step-by-step exercise. Identify a key habit. Choose one habit that directly supports your long-term goal. It might be something like daily reading, a short exercise routine, or a set time for focused work. Commit to a 21-day challenge. Research shows that it takes about 3 weeks to form a new habit. Dedicate yourself to performing this habit every day for 21 days, even if it's just for a few minutes. Document your progress. Use a journal or digital app to log each day you succeed. Reflect weekly on how this habit is affecting your mindset and productivity. Adjust as needed. Evaluate what's working and what isn't. Tweak your routine so that it remains challenging yet sustainable. Over time, the habit will become second nature. discipline, and the freedom it brings. It may seem counterintuitive, but embracing discipline leads to freedom. When you are disciplined, you liberate yourself from the cycle of waiting for the perfect moment or relying on inconsistent motivation. Instead, you create a structure that empowers you to act regardless of external conditions. This kind of self-reliance is profoundly empowering because it reinforces the belief that you are in control of your destiny. Every time you push through inertia and complete a task, you build confidence in your abilities. Each small victory serves as a reminder that progress is the sum of daily efforts. Over time, these efforts accumulate into significant achievements, and the habits you form become the building blocks of lasting success. The long-term impact of hard work. Remember that the effects of discipline are cumulative. Just as a drop of water, over time, can carve a path through stone, your daily disciplined actions will eventually yield dramatic changes in your life. The process may be gradual, and there will be challenges along the way, but the steady commitment to hard work will pave the way for success. By adopting discipline, you transform your approach to challenges. Instead of being paralyzed by the fear of failure or the lure of procrastination, you learn to see each day as an opportunity to inch closer to your goals. This mindset shift turns obstacles into stepping stones and setbacks into lessons for growth. Reflection. The true value of discipline. Take a moment to reflect on this question. What is more liberating? Waiting for the perfect moment of motivation or taking action despite uncertainty? The answer lies in recognizing that real freedom comes from knowing that you control your destiny through consistent effort. Discipline empowers you to take ownership of your life, building the resilience and self-trust needed to overcome any challenge. In this journey, discipline is not a harsh master, but a reliable ally. It teaches you to prioritize what truly matters and to honor your commitments even when the going gets tough. Ultimately, by choosing to act every day, you affirm that your dreams are worth the work, and you lay the groundwork for a future defined by success and fulfillment. A call to action. Now, as you conclude this chapter, commit to one concrete step today that challenges you to act despite any fleeting hesitation. Whether it's dedicating extra time to a project, pushing through a moment of doubt, or simply reaffirming your goals with a renewed sense of purpose, remember, every small act of discipline is a step toward achieving greatness. Embrace the power of hard work and discipline. Recognize that your future is built on the foundation of the efforts you make now. With each deliberate action, you not only move closer to your goals, but also become a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Chapter 4. Transforming fear into drive. Fear is a universal emotion, one that every human experiences at some point in their lives. Yet, while fear often appears as a barrier that prevents us from taking bold action, it can also be transformed into a powerful driving force when we learn to harness it properly. In this chapter, we explore how to face fear head-on, reframe it as a catalyst for growth, and ultimately use it as the fuel to propel you toward your goals. Understanding the nature of fear. Fear is not inherently negative. It is a natural response designed to protect us from danger. In its original context, fear triggers a fight-or-flight response that can save our lives. However, in the modern world, many of our fears are not about physical threats, but rather about failure, rejection, or stepping into the unknown. These fears often manifest as self-doubt, anxiety, or hesitation, preventing us from pursuing opportunities or taking risks. Recognize that these fears are products of past experiences and learned responses rather than absolute truths. For example, if you have repeatedly experienced criticism or failure, your mind may have developed an automatic response to avoid similar situations. Understanding that fear is a conditioned response, rather than an unchangeable reality, is the first step toward transforming it. Shifting your relationship with fear. Instead of viewing fear as an enemy to be vanquished, consider it a signal, an indication that you are on the cusp of growth. When you encounter fear, ask yourself, what is this fear trying to teach me? Often, Fear highlights the areas where you need to develop resilience, gain more knowledge, or stretch beyond your comfort zone. Reframe fear as a guide. For instance, when faced with the anxiety of public speaking, see it as an opportunity to improve your communication skills. Every time you feel fear approaching, acknowledge it, and then challenge yourself to take one small step forward. Over time, you will find that fear gradually diminishes as you build a track record of facing and overcoming it. Practical exercise. Making peace with fear. To turn fear into a driving force, try this structured exercise. 1. Identify your fear. Write down a specific fear that has held you back, whether it's the fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown. 2. Analyze the fear. Ask yourself what exactly you are afraid of. List the worst-case scenarios, but then critically examine their likelihood. Often, the imagined outcomes are far more severe than what reality would dictate. 3. Set a mini-challenge. Break down the fear into manageable steps. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, your first step might be speaking for just 1 minute in front of a friend or a small group. 4. Take action. Commit to completing that mini-challenge. Recognize that each small act of bravery chips away at the overall power of your fear. 5. Reflect and adjust. After completing the task, write down what you experienced. How did the situation differ from your expectations? What did you learn about your capacity to handle fear? By repeating this process with various fears, you create a positive feedback loop. Each small success builds confidence, and confidence, in turn, reduces the intensity of fear. The role of visualization and affirmation. Visualization is another potent tool in transforming fear into drive. Imagine yourself confronting and overcoming your fear. Visualize every detail, from the initial tension to the triumphant feeling once you succeed. This mental rehearsal primes your mind to expect success rather than failure, reducing anxiety when you face the real situation. Couple visualization with positive affirmations. Replace thoughts such as, "I'm terrified of failing," with "every challenge I face makes me stronger." Repeating these affirmations daily reprograms your subconscious, gradually replacing fear-based narratives with empowering ones. Over time, your internal dialogue becomes a source of strength and motivation. Embracing discomfort for growth. Growth often lies on the other side of discomfort. When you step into situations that scare you, you open up the possibility of learning and evolving in ways you never thought possible. Instead of shying away from challenges, welcome them as opportunities to stretch your limits. Understand that every instance of discomfort is a building block for resilience. Consider the analogy of a muscle. Just as muscles grow stronger through resistance and exercise, your mental fortitude grows when you consistently face your fears. The more you expose yourself to challenging situations, the less intimidating they become. What once seemed insurmountable gradually turns into a familiar part of your journey toward personal growth. Transforming fear into motivation. When you learn to reframe fear as a tool for growth, you also tap into its potential as a motivator. Instead of allowing fear to immobilize you, let it drive you to prepare, learn, and improve. Use the energy that fear generates to push yourself forward. For example, if you're anxious about an upcoming presentation, channel that nervous energy into rehearsing your speech more thoroughly. Transforming fear into action creates a sense of empowerment, as you recognize that you're not a victim of your emotions, but a master of your responses. Real-life examples of overcoming fear. History is replete with individuals who turned their fears into fuel for success. Consider inventors, entrepreneurs, or leaders who faced significant setbacks and yet persevered. They did not allow the fear of failure to stop them. Instead, they viewed each challenge as a necessary step toward innovation and progress. Their stories remind us that fear is not a sign of weakness, but an integral part of the human experience that, when properly managed, can lead to extraordinary achievements. Reflection. Fear as a teacher, not a barrier. Reflect on your own life and consider a moment when you allowed fear to hold you back. Now, reimagine that moment as an opportunity for growth. How might your life be different if you had used that fear to fuel your progress? Every time you choose to face your fear, you build a reservoir of inner strength that empowers you to take on even greater challenges in the future. The path forward. Transforming fear into drive is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey. It requires daily practice, self-awareness, and a commitment to seeing every setback as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. As you progress, you will find that the very things you once feared become the sources of your greatest motivation. Remember, fear is not an end in itself. It is a signal. Listen to it, learn from it, and then let it propel you forward. Embrace the discomfort of facing your fears, and let that discomfort be the catalyst for profound personal growth. In doing so, you will not only overcome the obstacles that once paralyzed you, but also unlock a reservoir of potential that can drive you toward success. Chapter 5. Failing to succeed. Failure is often painted in a negative light, a mark of defeat or a permanent shortcoming. Yet, when we examine the journey of the most successful individuals, we see a very different picture. Failure is not an endpoint, but a necessary stepping stone on the path to achievement. In this chapter, we will explore how reframing failure transforms it from a source of shame into a powerful tool for growth and innovation. The misunderstood nature of failure. From early on, society teaches us to fear failure. We are warned that mistakes can derail our future, that every misstep is a blow to our self-worth. This fear becomes so ingrained that it often paralyzes us, preventing us from taking risks or pursuing dreams that seem just out of reach. But failure, in its essence, is not the enemy. It is a teacher. It is a signal that you are stretching beyond your current limits, venturing into new territory where learning is inevitable. Consider the process of learning any new skill. Whether it's mastering a musical instrument, learning a language, or starting a new career, mistakes are not only expected, they are essential. Each error provides valuable feedback, revealing what works and what needs to be adjusted. When you view failure as a necessary part of the learning curve rather than a reflection of your identity, it loses its sting and becomes a catalyst for improvement. Reframing failure as a learning opportunity. The key to failing to succeed is to change the narrative around failure. Instead of seeing it as a final verdict on your abilities, reframe it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Ask yourself, what can this experience teach me? How can I use what I learned to perform better next time? When you shift your focus from the negative aspects of failure to the insights it provides, you begin to see every setback as a stepping stone towards success. Imagine you've just completed a project that didn't meet your expectations. Instead of fixating on what went wrong, break down the experience into specific, actionable lessons. Perhaps you discovered that your time management needs improvement or that you require additional research before making decisions. By focusing on these takeaways, you turn failure into a powerful tool for refinement. Practical exercise, changing your perspective on failure. To help rewire your mind to view failure as an opportunity, try this exercise. 1. Identify a recent setback. Write down an instance where you felt you failed. This could be a missed opportunity, a project that didn't go as planned, or a personal goal that wasn't achieved. 2. Analyze the experience. List the factors that contributed to the outcome. What did you control? What was outside your influence? Be honest but compassionate with yourself as you assess the situation. 3. Extract the lessons. For each factor, ask, what did I learn from this? Identify at least 3 actionable lessons. For instance, you might learn the importance of planning, the value of asking for feedback, or the necessity of taking breaks to avoid burnout. 4. Reframe the narrative. Write a new statement about the experience. Replace thoughts like, I failed with I gained valuable insights that will help me succeed next time. Make this reframing a mantra that you repeat whenever self-doubt creeps in. 5. Plan for improvement. Develop a specific plan to address the lessons learned. For example, if poor time management was an issue, outline a new schedule, or adopt a time-tracking tool. This plan transforms abstract lessons into concrete steps toward future success. Real-life inspirations, the stories behind great achievements. History is full of examples of individuals who embraced failure as part of their journey. Thomas Edison, for instance, famously said, "I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's perseverance in the face of repeated setbacks eventually led to the invention of the light bulb, a breakthrough that changed the world. His story teaches us that the road to success is often paved with failure, and that each misstep is a learning opportunity. Similarly, many modern entrepreneurs credit their failures as the turning points that ultimately led to their success. They share stories of rejected proposals, failed startups, and unforeseen obstacles, all of which provided critical lessons that refined their strategies and strengthened their resolve. These narratives remind us that failure is not an aberration, but an integral part of any meaningful journey. Cultivating resilience through failure. Embracing failure builds resilience. When you learn to see each setback as an experiment in learning rather than a personal indictment, you develop the mental toughness required to face future challenges. Resilience is not about never experiencing pain or disappointment. It's about bouncing back, wiser and more determined than before. As you encounter setbacks, reflect on how each one has contributed to your growth. Over time, you will notice that your fear of failure diminishes. What once appeared as insurmountable obstacles will become challenges you are prepared to tackle. With each recovery, you build a stronger foundation for future endeavors, and the very act of rising after a fall becomes a testament to your inner strength. The power of a growth mindset. Central to reframing failure is cultivating a growth mindset. The belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This perspective shifts your focus from proving yourself to improving yourself. With a growth mindset, failures are no longer reflections of inherent limitations, but signals that you are on a journey of continual learning. Embrace the idea that every time you fail, you are gathering data for your future success. This mindset not only reduces the fear associated with failure, but also encourages you to take risks, experiment, and innovate. In a world where stagnation is the enemy of progress, a growth mindset is the engine that drives continuous improvement. Reflection. Embracing failure as a path to success. Take a moment to reflect on your personal history. Consider a time when a setback eventually led to unexpected growth or a breakthrough. How did that failure contribute to your current strengths? What lessons did you learn that have become invaluable in your journey? By regularly reflecting on these experiences, you reinforce the belief that failure is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter. A new perspective on success. Redefine what success means to you. Instead of measuring success solely by outcomes or achievements, consider the progress you make along the way. Every time you fail, you gather insights that bring you one step closer to your goals. Success is not a linear path. It is a series of attempts, each one building upon the last. When you accept this, you free yourself from the paralyzing fear of failure and open up to the myriad opportunities that lie in every setback. Moving forward with confidence. In conclusion, failing to succeed is not about embracing failure for failure's sake. It's about understanding that every misstep is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. By reframing your relationship with failure, you turn it into a powerful ally rather than a crippling enemy. Use each failure as a stepping stone, a guide that directs you toward better strategies, stronger resilience, and a deeper understanding of your own potential. As you move forward, remember that the most successful people in the world have all faced and overcome significant failures. Their journeys teach us that failure is not a dead end, but a detour, a necessary twist in the road that eventually leads to success. Embrace your failures, learn from them, and let them fuel your journey to greatness. Chapter 6. Resilience, Learning to Fall and Rise. Resilience is the art of bouncing back from setbacks, adapting to change, and emerging stronger after every fall. It's not about avoiding pain or hardship, Rather, it's the ability to face challenges head-on, learn from them, and continue on your path with renewed vigor. In a world where obstacles are inevitable, cultivating resilience is the key to transforming adversity into a stepping stone for growth. Understanding the essence of resilience. Resilience is often misunderstood as simply toughing it out during difficult times. However, true resilience is more nuanced. It involves acknowledging your vulnerabilities, accepting your failures, and using them as lessons for personal growth. Rather than letting setbacks define you, resilience empowers you to view each obstacle as a temporary detour rather than a permanent roadblock. It is the mindset that sees challenges not as dead ends, but as opportunities to learn, adapt, and improve. Every individual encounters moments of defeat, whether it's a missed opportunity, a personal loss, or a professional setback. These experiences can shake your confidence and test your inner strength. Yet, it is through these very experiences that you build the mental toughness required to face future challenges. Resilience is not an innate trait. It is a skill that can be developed through practice, reflection, and intentional action. The process of falling and rising. Falling is an inevitable part of the journey toward success. Imagine a child learning to walk. Each tumble is met with a mix of frustration and determination to try again. Similarly, in our lives, every fall, every failure, provides critical feedback that teaches us how to adjust our approach. The act of rising after a fall is what separates those who stagnate from those who grow. When you experience a setback, the immediate reaction may be one of discouragement or self-doubt. But if you pause and reflect, you can uncover valuable insights about your strengths and weaknesses. Ask yourself, what led to this fall? What could I have done differently? By analyzing your missteps without harsh judgment, you begin to transform failure into a powerful teacher. Practical exercise, building your resilience muscle. To help you develop resilience, try the following exercise. 1. Reflect on a past setback. Take a moment to recall a recent failure or challenging experience. Write down the situation in detail, focusing on the emotions you felt and the factors that contributed to the outcome. 2. Identify key lessons. List at least 3 lessons you learned from that experience. These might include insights about your time management, decision-making, or emotional responses. Be honest with yourself. Each lesson is a stepping stone for improvement. 3. Develop an action plan. For each lesson identified, write down one concrete action you can take in the future to address the issue. For example, if you discovered that rushing decisions led to errors, commit to a specific strategy for pausing and evaluating your choices before acting. 4. Create a resilience mantra. Formulate a short, empowering phrase that encapsulates your commitment to overcoming setbacks. It could be as simple as, I learn, I grow, I rise. Repeat this mantra daily, especially during challenging times, to reinforce your resilient mindset. 5. Track your progress. Keep a resilience journal where you record both setbacks and the subsequent actions you took to recover. Over time, reviewing this journal will remind you of your capacity to overcome difficulties and will build your confidence in handling future challenges. Real-life stories of resilience. History and modern success stories abound with examples of individuals who transformed adversity into triumph. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections before her Harry Potter series became a global phenomenon. Her perseverance, even in the face of personal hardships and professional setbacks, exemplifies how resilience can lead to extraordinary success. Similarly, many entrepreneurs have encountered repeated failures before achieving breakthrough innovations. These stories serve as powerful reminders that resilience is not about never falling, but about rising every time you do. Strategies to cultivate resilience. Beyond personal reflection and journaling, there are several strategies you can adopt to strengthen your resilience. Adopt a growth mindset. Embrace the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed over time. This perspective turns every failure into a learning opportunity rather than a reflection of inherent limitations. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness techniques, such as meditation, deep breathing, or even a few moments of quiet reflection can help you manage stress and maintain a calm, focused mind in the midst of chaos. Build a support network. Surround yourself with individuals who encourage you, challenge you, and offer constructive feedback. A strong support system can provide both comfort and perspective when you face setbacks. Maintain physical and emotional well-being. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate sleep are foundational to mental resilience. When your body feels strong and energized, it's easier for your mind to stay focused and positive. Celebrate small victories. Recognize and reward yourself for every small step forward. Celebrating progress, no matter how minor, reinforces your commitment to resilience and reminds you of your capacity to overcome adversity. Reflection, redefining failure and success. Take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Think about a time when you experienced a significant setback and later discovered that it led to unexpected growth or a new opportunity. How did that experience change your perspective? How did it shape your approach to future challenges? Recognize that every fall is an integral part of your personal evolution, and that the process of rising is what ultimately defines your character. Success is rarely a linear path. It is a series of ups and downs, of moments when you question your abilities followed by moments when you surprise yourself with your strength. Embracing this nonlinear journey is essential. Understand that resilience is built over time, through persistent effort, self-compassion, and the willingness to learn from every experience. The empowering impact of resilience. By cultivating resilience, you're not only preparing yourself to face future challenges, you are also reclaiming control over your narrative. Instead of being defined by your failures, you define yourself by your ability to rise after each fall. This shift in perspective is profoundly empowering. It means that no matter how many times you stumble, you always have the strength to get back up, learn, and move forward. Resilience transforms the way you experience life. It replaces fear with determination, discouragement with hope, and self-doubt with confidence. With each challenge you overcome, you build an internal reserve of strength that can carry you through even the most difficult times. A commitment to lifelong resilience. Remember, resilience is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. It is an ongoing process of self-discovery, learning, and adaptation. Each time you face a challenge and emerge stronger, you add another layer to your inner strength. Embrace the idea that setbacks are temporary and that every fall is simply an invitation to rise again. As you continue on your journey, make a commitment to yourself to see every difficulty as an opportunity to grow, to learn from every misstep, and to always keep moving forward. Your ability to rise after a fall is a testament to your strength, perseverance, and indomitable spirit. In the end, resilience is what will empower you to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. It is the quiet force that propels you to overcome obstacles, adapt to change, and ultimately achieve your dreams. Embrace your journey with all its ups and downs, and trust that each step, no matter how challenging, is leading you toward a brighter, more resilient future. Chapter 7. The Science of Habits. Small actions, big changes. Our daily lives are shaped by habits, those automatic behaviors we often perform without conscious thought. Habits can be as simple as brushing our teeth or as complex as our approach to work and relationships. Understanding the science behind habits is crucial because it reveals that monumental changes are rarely the result of a single grand act. Instead, they're the cumulative effect of small, consistent actions that compound over time. The neuroscience of habit formation. At the heart of every habit is a loop composed of three elements: the cue, the routine, and the reward. Neuroscientists have discovered that when you perform an action repeatedly, your brain creates neural pathways that make the behavior automatic. This process, known as habit formation, is rooted in the brain's basal ganglia, a region that plays a significant role in storing and executing routines. Once a habit is formed, your brain expends far less energy to perform the behavior, which is why breaking old habits or forming new ones can be so challenging. When you repeatedly engage in a small action, your brain begins to associate the cue with the reward, reinforcing the behavior. Over time, this cycle becomes deeply embedded in your neural circuits, so much so that you might perform the action without even thinking about it. This automaticity is a double-edged sword. While it can lock you into unproductive routines, it also means that you can deliberately create new, positive habits that propel you toward your goals. Small actions, big impact. Consider the analogy of compound interest in finance. Small, regular contributions to a savings account can grow exponentially over time. In much the same way, small daily actions can accumulate into significant achievements. Whether you're trying to adopt a healthier lifestyle, learn a new skill, or enhance your productivity, the key is consistency. Instead of overhauling your entire routine overnight, focus on implementing one small habit at a time. This approach not only makes the change more manageable, but also leverages the brain's natural propensity for habit formation. Imagine committing to reading just 10 pages of a book every day. While the progress might seem negligible at first, over the course of a year, you'll have read dozens of books. The transformation is not immediate, but the gradual accumulation of effort leads to substantial long-term gains. This is the essence of harnessing the power of habits. Small, sustainable actions, repeated day after day, ultimately lead to transformative results. The habit loop: how to build and modify habits. To effectively build new habits or modify existing ones, it is essential to understand and manipulate the habit loop. 1. Cue: the trigger that initiates the habit. This could be a specific time of day, an emotional state, or a particular environment. Identifying your cues is the first step toward understanding why you do what you do. 2. Routine: the behavior itself, the action that you perform in response to the cue. This is the habit that you want to establish or change. 3. Reward: the benefit or positive outcome that follows the behavior. This reward reinforces the habit loop, making it more likely that you will repeat the behavior in the future. By carefully examining and adjusting each element of this loop, you can redesign your habits. For example, if you want to build a habit of exercising every morning, identify a cue that naturally fits into your daily routine, like waking up or having your morning coffee. Then commit to a short, manageable workout routine. Finally, reward yourself afterward with something you enjoy, such as a healthy smoothie or a few minutes of relaxation. Over time, this loop will become automatic, and the new habit will take root. Practical exercise: building a positive habit. Here's a step-by-step exercise to help you create a habit that supports your goals. 1. Identify a small, specific behavior. Choose one action that is both meaningful and manageable. For instance, if your goal is to improve your writing skills, commit to writing 200 words every day. 2. Establish a clear cue. Decide on a specific time or situation that will trigger this behavior. Perhaps you'll write right after breakfast or during a dedicated quiet hour each day. 3. Define your reward. Determine what you'll do to reward yourself immediately after completing the behavior. It could be something as simple as enjoying a cup of tea, taking a brief walk, or listening to your favorite song. 4. Track your progress. Use a journal, app, or calendar to mark each day you successfully complete your habit. Visual progress can be a powerful motivator and helps reinforce the behavior. 5. Reflect and adjust. After a few weeks, evaluate your habit. Is it becoming easier? Do you feel positive changes? Adjust your approach if needed. Perhaps the cue needs tweaking or the reward isn't compelling enough. Overcoming barriers to habit formation. Even with a solid plan, there will be obstacles. Life's unpredictability often disrupts even the best-laid routines. However, setbacks should not be seen as failures, but as opportunities for recalibration. When you miss a day or two, avoid falling into the trap of self-criticism. Instead, analyze what went wrong and how you can adjust your environment or routine to better support your habit. Remember that the goal is progress, not perfection. Another common barrier: is the temptation to try to change too much at once. When you overwhelm yourself with multiple new habits simultaneously, the risk of burnout increases. Instead, focus on one habit at a time until it becomes firmly established. Once it's integrated into your routine, add another. This gradual approach builds a strong foundation of positive behaviors that support long-term success. The role of environment in shaping habits. Your environment plays a crucial role in habit formation. Surroundings that are cluttered or filled with distractions can sabotage your efforts to build positive habits. Conversely, an environment designed to support your goals can make the process almost effortless. For example, if you want to eat healthier, keep nutritious snacks visible and readily available while removing unhealthy options from your immediate space. Consider the impact of social influences as well. Being around people who share your commitment to growth can reinforce your habits and provide a network of accountability. Whether it's joining a community of like-minded individuals or simply sharing your goals with a trusted friend, these social connections can boost your resolve and help sustain your new behaviors. Long-term benefits of positive habits. Once established, positive habits can transform every aspect of your life. They create a ripple effect. Each small action compounds over time to produce significant outcomes. By focusing on continuous, incremental improvement, you build a resilient framework for success that remains effective even when motivation wanes. The real power of habits lies in their ability to operate in the background, freeing up mental energy for creativity, problem-solving, and innovation. In essence, habits are the building blocks of your destiny. They shape not only your daily routines, but also your long-term identity. As you cultivate positive habits, you are actively constructing a version of yourself that's capable, resilient, and ever-evolving. Reflection. The impact of daily consistency. Take a moment to reflect on your current habits. What small actions have you repeated so often that they now define your day? Consider the impact of these actions on your overall well-being and success. Then, think about one area where you'd like to see improvement. What is one tiny change you can make that, if performed consistently, would lead to meaningful progress? This reflection will help you recognize the power of small, consistent actions and motivate you to take control of your habit loop. The science and art of habits. Ultimately, building habits is both a science and an art. It requires an understanding of how our brains work, how neural pathways form and strengthen through repetition, as well as the creativity to design routines that are both effective and enjoyable. By merging these two perspectives, you can craft a life where every small action contributes to a larger, positive transformation. Commit to the journey of habit formation. Embrace the process of starting small, being consistent, and making adjustments as needed. In time, the cumulative effect of your actions will be undeniable. Each day, as you reinforce your positive habits, you lay the groundwork for a future where success is not a matter of chance, but of deliberate daily choices. Chapter 8. Focus. The skill of successful people. In today's world of endless distractions, from social media notifications and constant email pings to a barrage of information from every direction, focus has become one of the most valuable assets you can cultivate. Success is not merely about working hard. It is about channeling your energy on what truly matters. In this chapter, we explore the art and science of focus, offering practical strategies and exercises to help you harness your attention, eliminate distractions, and achieve your most important goals. Understanding the importance of focus. Focus is the deliberate direction of your mental energy toward a specific task or objective. It involves more than just concentrating on one thing. It requires filtering out the noise and aligning your actions with your highest priorities. When you're truly focused, your mind becomes a precision tool, enabling you to process complex information, generate creative solutions, and produce quality work in less time. Studies in cognitive psychology reveal that multitasking is a myth. While many believe that juggling several tasks at once increases productivity, research shows that frequent switching between tasks reduces efficiency and increases the likelihood of errors. Focused attention, on the other hand, creates a state of flow, a mental state in which you are fully immersed in the task at hand, performing at your best. The cost of distraction. Distractions are more than just minor interruptions. They are obstacles that erode your productivity and sap your energy. Each time you allow your attention to be diverted, your brain must expend additional energy to reorient itself to the task, leading to cognitive fatigue. Over time, these repeated interruptions can diminish your capacity for deep work, making it harder to achieve long-term goals. Imagine trying to write a detailed report while constantly checking your phone or toggling between social media feeds. Not only does the quality of your work suffer, but the constant interruptions also leave you feeling fragmented and stressed. Recognizing the true cost of distraction is the first step toward reclaiming your focus. Strategies to cultivate focus. Developing the skill of focus is both a science and an art. It involves understanding how your brain works and deliberately designing your environment and routines to support deep concentration. Here are some proven strategies. 1. Set clear priorities. Begin by identifying your most important goals. What is the one task that, if completed today, would move you significantly closer to your long-term vision? When you have clarity about your priorities, you can allocate your time and energy more effectively. 2. Time blocking and scheduling. Dedicate specific blocks of time to focused work. Whether it's a 90-minute session in the morning or several shorter sessions throughout the day, schedule these periods on your calendar as non-negotiable appointments. During these blocks, eliminate all potential interruptions. 3. Create a distraction-free environment. Your physical and digital surroundings have a profound impact on your ability to focus. Tidy your workspace, silence notifications on your phone and computer, and consider using apps or tools that limit access to distracting websites during work periods. 4. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Regular mindfulness practice can improve your ability to concentrate by training your mind to remain present. Even a few minutes of meditation each day can help you build the mental resilience needed to resist distractions and maintain focus over extended periods. 5. Establish a pre-work ritual. Create a consistent routine that signals to your brain that it's time to focus. This might include a few minutes of deep breathing, a cup of coffee in a quiet space, or a short walk to clear your mind. A ritual helps transition you from a state of scattered attention to one of concentrated effort. 6. Limit multitasking. Resist the urge to juggle several tasks at once. Instead, commit fully to one task until it's completed or until you've reached a natural stopping point. This singular focus not only enhances quality, but also accelerates your progress. Practical exercise, training your focus. Here's a step-by-step exercise designed to help you strengthen your focus. 1. Identify a priority task. Choose one important task you need to complete, something that will have a meaningful impact on your goals. 2. Schedule a focus session. Block out a specific time period, e.g., 60 minutes, on your calendar. Inform colleagues or family that you will be unavailable during this period. 3. Prepare your workspace. Clear your desk, close unnecessary browser tabs, and put your phone on Do Not Disturb mode. Ensure that your environment is conducive to deep work. 4. Use the Pomodoro technique, optional. Consider breaking the session into 25-minute focused intervals, followed by a 5-minute break. This method can help maintain concentration and prevent burnout over longer periods. 5. Reflect after the session. At the end of your focus session, take a few minutes to jot down what you accomplished and how you felt during the work. Note any distractions that crept in and brainstorm strategies to mitigate them in future sessions. By making focus a deliberate habit, you build mental muscle. Over time, these sessions of deep work will become more natural, and you'll find that you can achieve more in less time, with greater clarity and satisfaction. Overcoming common obstacles to focus. Even with the best strategies in place, you may still encounter challenges. Here are a few common obstacles and how to overcome them. Mental fatigue. If you find your concentration waning after a period of intense focus, it may be a sign that you need to incorporate short breaks into your routine. Use these breaks to stretch, hydrate, or simply step away from your workspace for a few minutes. Intrusive thoughts. When random thoughts or worries intrude, acknowledge them briefly and then gently guide your attention back to the task. Techniques like mindful breathing can help reset your focus. Overwhelming to-do lists. A long list of tasks can be paralyzing. Prioritize by identifying the 1 or 2 tasks that will have the greatest impact. This reduces decision fatigue and helps maintain a clear focus on what truly matters. Digital distractions. In our hyper-connected world, digital distractions are a constant threat. Consider using website blockers or apps that limit screen time during your focus sessions. Gradually, you can train yourself to resist the lure of constant connectivity. The role of environment and social influence. Your environment, both physical and social, plays a crucial role in sustaining focus. Design your workspace to minimize distractions. A clean desk, comfortable seating, and natural light can all contribute to a more productive setting. Moreover, surround yourself with people who respect your need for concentration. Whether it's a co-working space, a quiet room at home, or even a supportive friend who understands your goals, the right environment reinforces your commitment to deep work. Social influences can be a double-edged sword. While negative chatter and constant interruptions can derail your focus, positive interactions and accountability can bolster it. Consider joining groups or communities that share your dedication to productivity and focus. The shared commitment to deep work can inspire you to stay on track and push through moments of distraction. Reflection. Cultivating a focused mindset. Take a moment to reflect on your current relationship with focus. Ask yourself, what are the biggest distractions in my life, and how do they impact my productivity? When do I feel most focused, and what conditions support that state? How can I redesign my daily routine to incorporate more periods of deep, uninterrupted work? By examining these questions, you gain valuable insights into your habits and can begin to implement changes that pave the way for a more focused and fulfilling life. The transformative power of focus. Focus is more than just a tool for productivity. It is a mindset that shapes your entire approach to life. When you are fully present in your work, you not only achieve more, but also experience a greater sense of fulfillment. This state of flow, where time seems to disappear and creativity flourishes, is one of the most rewarding aspects of deep concentration. It transforms mundane tasks into meaningful endeavors and empowers you to reach new heights of innovation and success. Embracing focus means committing to a disciplined way of living, where every action is intentional and aligned with your deepest goals. It is about choosing quality over quantity, depth over superficiality, and purpose over distraction. As you continue to hone your ability to concentrate, you'll find that your work becomes more enjoyable, your ideas more creative, and your overall sense of well-being significantly enhanced. Final thoughts. Making focus a way of life. Developing the skill of focus is a lifelong journey that requires continuous effort, self-awareness, and adaptability. It's about creating habits and environments that support your ability to direct your energy where it matters most. With each focus session, you build a stronger foundation for success, a foundation that enables you to tackle challenges head-on and achieve your highest aspirations. Remember, focus is not an innate talent reserved for a select few. It is a skill that can be cultivated through deliberate practice and mindful effort. As you integrate these strategies into your daily routine, you will unlock the potential to work smarter, achieve more, and ultimately live a life that is rich in purpose and accomplishment. Embrace the power of focus. Let it be the guiding force that transforms your goals into reality and make every moment count. Chapter 9. How to cultivate a strong and positive mindset. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your most formidable enemy. It all depends on how you train it. In this chapter, we explore the art of cultivating a mindset that transforms self-doubt into determination, fear into fuel, and negativity into an enduring source of strength. When you learn to shape your internal dialogue and nurture a positive perspective, You empower yourself to overcome challenges and unlock your full potential. At the core of a strong, positive mindset lies the battle between two internal voices. One whispers, "You can't do it," while the other boldly declares, "Yes, you can." The voice that prevails shapes your actions, your habits, and ultimately, your destiny. The journey to harnessing this power begins by becoming aware of the thoughts that run unchecked in your mind. Understanding the inner dialogue. Many of us accept negative self-talk as a natural part of life. We think, "I'm not smart enough, I always mess up," or "this challenge is beyond me." Yet, these thoughts are not immutable truths. They're conditioned responses that can be reprogrammed. Recognizing that your internal dialogue is merely a stream of habitual thoughts, rather than an absolute reflection of reality, is the first step toward transformation. The process starts by acknowledging your negative patterns. Instead of letting these thoughts dominate your self-image, you can learn to question them. Ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence supports this belief? And what evidence contradicts it? Through this critical examination, you begin to dismantle the limiting narratives that have held you back. Reprogramming your self-talk. The key to cultivating a positive mindset is to consciously reframe your internal dialogue. Replace defeatist thoughts with empowering affirmations. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough for this challenge," counter it immediately with, "I have the strength and ability to learn and grow through every experience." A powerful technique to achieve this is through daily affirmations. Choose phrases that resonate with you. Statements like, "I am capable, every setback is a setup for a comeback," or "I choose progress over perfection." Repeating these affirmations consistently helps to create new neural pathways, gradually shifting your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. Practical exercise. Reprogramming your inner dialogue. Identify negative thoughts. For 1 week, keep a journal and write down every recurring negative thought you notice. Those whispers of self-doubt that surface when you face a challenge. Challenge and reframe. Next to each negative thought, write down a positive, growth-oriented alternative. For instance, if your journal reads, "I always fail," replace it with, "Every mistake is an opportunity to learn and improve." Daily affirmations. Choose 3 to 5 affirmations that embody your new mindset. Start each day by reading them aloud and repeat them during moments of doubt. Let these affirmations become the soundtrack of your inner voice. Visualize success. Spend a few minutes each day closing your eyes and vividly imagining yourself succeeding. See yourself overcoming obstacles, meeting challenges with confidence, and thriving despite setbacks. This mental rehearsal reinforces the belief that you are capable of greatness. Embracing a growth mindset. Cultivating a strong mindset is not about pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about understanding that every challenge is a chance to grow. A growth mindset. The belief that your abilities can be developed through hard work and perseverance. Opens you up to learning from every experience, even failures. When you view setbacks as temporary and surmountable, you build resilience. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," you begin to think, "I'm in the process of learning how to overcome this." Surrounding yourself with positivity. Your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your mindset. Engage with people who inspire and encourage you. Seek out mentors. Join communities that share your passion for growth and limit exposure to sources of negativity. When you fill your world with positive influences, be it uplifting books, podcasts, or conversations, you reinforce your commitment to a positive outlook. Reflection. Your mind as your best ally. Take a moment to reflect on your current mental habits. Ask yourself, how often do I let negative thoughts dictate my actions? What would change if I replaced those thoughts with empowering beliefs? Remember, your mind is a tool. Its power lies in how you choose to use it. With consistent practice and a deliberate shift in focus, you can train your mind to seek out opportunities rather than obstacles, to see setbacks as lessons rather than failures. A call to action. Now is the time to take charge of your inner dialogue. Commit to the practice of reprogramming your thoughts every day. Write down one negative belief you've held onto and transform it into an empowering statement. Repeat this new thought until it becomes your default response. Your journey toward a strong and positive mindset is ongoing, but every small change builds the foundation for a resilient, empowered future. In the end, your mindset is the lens through which you experience the world. By choosing to cultivate positivity, you create a fertile ground for success, creativity, and joy. Remember, you have the power to change your narrative. Each day is a new opportunity to rewrite your story. Embrace the challenge, reframe your thoughts, and let your inner light shine bright. Your mind, once tamed and transformed, will be your greatest ally on the path to greatness. Chapter 10. The key to maintaining long-term motivation. Motivation is often compared to a flickering flame, bright and intense in moments of inspiration, yet susceptible to the winds of doubt and fatigue. In this chapter, we delve into the art of sustaining long-term motivation, transforming it from a sporadic burst into a steady, life-changing force that propels you forward every day. Here, you will discover strategies to ignite and nurture that inner fire, ensuring that your journey toward greatness continues even when the initial spark seems to wane. At its core, motivation is not a constant state, but rather an evolving force that requires careful tending. Much like a garden, your inner drive needs regular nurturing, watering, and protection from the elements that might cause it to wither. The secret lies in understanding that while external factors can inspire you momentarily, the true engine of progress is found within, a deep-seated purpose that keeps you moving, regardless of setbacks or distractions. Begin by exploring the concept of why. Why do you pursue your goals? What is the purpose behind your dreams? Answering these questions is essential because a clear, compelling why acts as the foundation for long-lasting motivation. It transforms everyday tasks into steps toward a larger vision, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. When your why is rooted in something meaningful, even the most challenging days can become manageable, and your efforts, no matter how small, contribute to an ever-growing momentum. Visualize your success with unwavering clarity. Picture yourself overcoming challenges, celebrating milestones, and ultimately achieving your most ambitious aspirations. This mental rehearsal is not mere daydreaming. It is a powerful technique that primes your mind for success. By regularly visualizing your desired outcomes, you create a mental blueprint that guides your actions. In moments of doubt, return to this vivid image. Allow it to remind you of the incredible future that awaits, one that you're actively building with every decision you make. Long-term motivation also depends on developing habits that support your goals. Establish daily rituals that reinforce your purpose. For instance, start your day with a brief meditation or journaling session focused on gratitude and your aspirations. This practice not only centers your mind, but also sets a positive tone for the day. Combine this with regular physical activity, healthy eating, and adequate rest, as the vitality of your body directly influences the clarity and strength of your mental drive. One effective method to bolster motivation is to set incremental, achievable milestones. Break down your ultimate goal into smaller, digestible tasks that you can complete on a daily or weekly basis. Each mini success fuels your confidence and reaffirms your commitment, turning what might seem like an insurmountable journey into a series of manageable challenges. Celebrate these small wins. They're the building blocks of a resilient, long-term motivational framework. It is also vital to establish a support network that nurtures your ambition. Surround yourself with individuals who share your drive, who challenge you to rise above mediocrity, and who celebrate your progress as passionately as you do. A community of like-minded people provides not only encouragement, but also accountability, ensuring that your motivation remains high even during periods of struggle. Whether through mentorship, group activities, or simply regular check-ins with a friend, these connections remind you that you are not alone on your path. There will inevitably be times when obstacles seem overwhelming, when self-doubt creeps in, and when the weight of everyday challenges makes you question your resolve. During these moments, remind yourself that motivation is not about the absence of difficulties, but the strength to overcome them. Develop a toolkit of strategies to combat these low points. Techniques such as mindfulness meditation, reflective journaling, or even a brisk walk in nature can help reset your mind and restore your focus. The key is to view setbacks not as failures, but as valuable lessons that contribute to your growth. Let's put these ideas into practice with a structured exercise designed to reinforce long-term motivation. Clarify your why. Spend 10 minutes writing down your core reasons for pursuing your goal. Focus on the impact it will have on your life and the lives of those around you. Visualize success. Close your eyes and imagine the moment you achieve your goal. What does success look and feel like? Engage all your senses and commit this image to memory. Set incremental milestones. Break your larger goal into smaller tasks. Identify 3 achievable objectives for the upcoming week that directly contribute to your long-term vision. Establish a daily ritual. Choose a morning ritual. This could be meditation, journaling, or reading a motivational passage that aligns your mindset with your goals. Build your support network. Reach out to someone who inspires you or who is on a similar journey. Share your milestones and celebrate progress together. Reflect on setbacks. When challenges arise, write down what happened, what you learned, and how you can adapt. Reframe each obstacle as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. As you integrate these practices into your daily life, you will begin to notice a shift. The moments of doubt will become less frequent, and the drive to move forward will strengthen. Remember, the journey toward your dreams is not a sprint, but a marathon. Each step, no matter how small, is a critical part of your overall progress. In conclusion, maintaining long-term motivation requires a blend of self-awareness, daily discipline, and an unwavering connection to your deeper purpose. It is about creating an environment, both internally and externally, that consistently reinforces your desire to succeed. Every day offers a fresh opportunity to reignite your inner flame, to push through the fatigue, and to embrace the challenges that pave the way to success. Now is the time to commit. Take a deep breath, focus on your why, and let the vision of your future guide you. Every action you take, every habit you form, and every small win you celebrate builds toward a life filled with purpose, passion, and endless possibilities. Your journey is uniquely yours. Nurture your motivation, stay resilient, and step boldly into the future you are destined to create. The key to long-term motivation is in your hands. Embrace it, and let your inner fire illuminate the path to greatness. The power of your inner dialogue. Every day, you carry an internal conversation that shapes your reality. Within your mind, 2 voices often compete for control. One voice might whisper, "You can't do it," sowing seeds of doubt and fear. The other voice declares, "Yes, you can," and reminds you of your potential. The voice that prevails in these internal dialogues ultimately determines your actions and your destiny. To harness the power of your inner dialogue, begin by listening to the messages you tell yourself. Negative self-talk can become a self-fulfilling prophecy if left unchecked. However, the good news is that you have the power to reprogram these thoughts and change the narrative. By consciously replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones, you can build a mindset that supports your growth and well-being. Understanding the impact of a positive mindset. A positive mindset isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. Rather, it's about developing resilience and maintaining a proactive outlook, even when circumstances are difficult. It means recognizing that setbacks are temporary and that every failure offers an opportunity to learn. When you cultivate positivity, you begin to see possibilities where others see obstacles. A strong and positive mindset has several benefits. Increased resilience. It helps you bounce back faster from setbacks. Improved problem solving. When your mind is clear and focused on solutions, you can approach challenges creatively. Enhanced well-being. A positive outlook reduces stress and fosters emotional balance. Better relationships. Optimism and gratitude not only benefit you, but also improve your interactions with others. Practical exercise. Reprogramming your inner dialogue. Transforming your mindset begins with practical steps. Here's an exercise designed to help you shift your internal dialogue. 1. Identify negative thoughts. Spend a few quiet moments reflecting on the thoughts that arise when you face a challenge. Write down recurring negative phrases such as, "I'm not good enough," "This is too hard," or "I always mess up." 2. Challenge and reframe. For each negative thought, ask yourself if it's truly accurate. What evidence do you have that contradicts these beliefs? Replace each negative statement with a positive, growth-oriented affirmation. For example, instead of "I'm not good enough," write, "I am capable and continuously growing." Instead of "This is too hard," write, "Every challenge is an opportunity to learn and improve." Instead of "I always mess up," write, "Each mistake teaches me how to do better next time." 3. Daily affirmations. Create a list of affirmations that resonate with you. Choose phrases such as "I trust myself," "I deserve success and happiness," or "Every day, I become stronger and more capable." Read these affirmations aloud every morning and throughout the day, especially when negative thoughts arise. 4. Surround yourself with positivity. Evaluate the sources of input in your life. Listen to inspiring podcasts, read motivational books, or watch uplifting videos. Engage with people who support your growth and distance yourself from those who breed negativity. Your environment plays a critical role in shaping your mindset. 5. Reflect and journal. Keep a journal dedicated to your inner dialogue. Each day, note any negative thoughts and how you counter them with positive reframing. Over time, this journal will serve as a powerful reminder of your progress and help you identify patterns that you can continue to work on. Embracing a growth mindset. A key aspect of cultivating a strong and positive mindset is embracing a growth mindset. The belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This perspective shifts the focus from proving yourself to improving yourself. With a growth mindset, every setback becomes a learning opportunity rather than evidence of a fixed limitation. When you adopt this way of thinking, you learn to see failure as part of the journey. Instead of feeling defeated, you ask, "What can I learn from this? And how can I use this experience to grow?" By viewing challenges through the lens of growth, you develop a deep-seated resilience that will carry you through even the toughest times. Techniques to sustain a positive mindset. Maintaining a positive mindset requires ongoing effort and practice. Consider incorporating the following techniques into your daily routine. Mindfulness and meditation. Regular mindfulness practice helps you stay present and aware of your thoughts without judgment. Even a few minutes of meditation can reduce stress and promote mental clarity, enabling you to better manage negative emotions. Gratitude practice. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negativity. Each day, take time to reflect on and write down things you are grateful for. This practice shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in your life, fostering a sense of contentment and joy. Visualization. Spend a few minutes visualizing yourself succeeding, overcoming challenges, and living the life you desire. Visualization creates a mental image that reinforces your positive beliefs and motivates you to work toward your goals. Learning and growth. Commit to continuous learning. Whether through formal education, reading, or trying new experiences, expanding your knowledge and skills reinforces the belief that you are capable of growth. Every new skill acquired is a building block for a positive mindset. Self-compassion. Be kind to yourself, especially in moments of failure. Understand that mistakes are part of the process. Instead of harsh self-criticism, treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a friend. Self-compassion nurtures your inner strength and encourages you to keep moving forward, overcoming challenges to a positive mindset. Despite your best efforts, there will be times when negative thoughts creep in or setbacks challenge your progress. It is important to recognize that cultivating a positive mindset is a continuous journey rather than a one-time achievement. When you encounter moments of doubt, return to your affirmations and remind yourself of the progress you've made. Revisit your journal, read through your gratitude list, and remember that each challenge is an opportunity to refine your approach. Sometimes, external stressors, such as work pressures, relationship conflicts, or unexpected setbacks, can disrupt your mental balance. During these times, lean on your support network. Talk to friends, mentors, or professionals who can offer guidance and perspective. Sharing your struggles not only lightens your burden, but also reinforces the idea that you are not alone in your journey. The ripple effect of a positive mindset. A strong and positive mindset doesn't just impact your inner world. It radiates outward and transforms your entire life. When you train your mind to focus on growth, resilience, and gratitude, you naturally attract positive experiences. Your relationships improve, your work becomes more fulfilling, and your overall quality of life elevates. People around you are often inspired by your optimism and determination, creating a ripple effect that benefits your community. Imagine a scenario where you approach every challenge with a can-do attitude. Instead of being paralyzed by fear or self-doubt, you see opportunities for innovation and improvement. This shift not only changes how you experience difficulties, but also sets a powerful example for others. A positive mindset is contagious. It inspires and uplifts, creating an environment where collective success becomes possible. Reflection. Your mind as your greatest asset. Take a moment to reflect on the role your mindset plays in your life. Consider the times when your positive thinking helped you overcome obstacles, and compare them to moments when negativity held you back. Acknowledge that while you cannot always control external events, you have complete power over how you respond. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world, and by choosing to see it in a positive light, you unlock a wealth of possibilities. In moments of challenge, remind yourself, my mind is my best ally. I choose to see opportunities instead of obstacles, and I embrace growth with every step I take. Let this be your mantra, a constant reminder that every thought you nurture can either build you up or hold you down. A final commitment to cultivate positivity. As you close this chapter, make a commitment to invest in your mental well-being every day. Recognize that cultivating a strong and positive mindset is an ongoing process, one that requires patience, persistence, and self-compassion. By reprogramming your inner dialogue, practicing gratitude, embracing a growth mindset, and continuously learning, you lay the foundation for a life defined not by its challenges, but by the strength with which you overcome them. Your mind is a powerful tool. When you train it to focus on the positive, to learn from every setback, and to continuously evolve, you create a future filled with possibility and purpose. Choose to see your mind as your greatest asset and watch as it transforms every aspect of your life. Chapter 11, Self-Discipline. The power of doing what's right even when you don't feel like it. Self-discipline is the quiet engine that drives achievement even on days when motivation is scarce and every fiber of your being craves comfort. Unlike fleeting bursts of inspiration, self-discipline is a reliable, unwavering commitment. A personal pact that, regardless of mood or circumstance, you will do what is necessary to move closer to your goals. Imagine waking up on a cold, gray morning when the allure of a warm bed and lazy moments is overwhelming. In that moment, self-discipline is the force that propels you to rise, dress, and take that first step toward your purpose, even when every instinct tells you to linger and rest. It is the inner voice that says, I will act, even when I don't feel like it. And in doing so, it builds a reservoir of strength that becomes more resilient with every decision to persevere. At its core, self-discipline is not about denying yourself pleasure or imposing harsh restrictions. It's about making choices that align with your long-term vision, knowing that small acts of persistence compound over time to create extraordinary results. While motivation can spark the initial desire for change, discipline sustains you through setbacks and doubts. is the disciplined actions performed day after day that transform dreams into realities, turning obstacles into stepping stones rather than barriers. One of the most powerful aspects of self-discipline is its capacity to overcome inertia. When faced with daunting tasks or unpleasant routines, the moment of decision becomes critical. Either succumb to comfort or commit to action. Every time you choose action over apathy, you reinforce a positive feedback loop. This loop not only bolsters your confidence, but also reconfigures your brain's pathways, gradually making disciplined actions more automatic and less burdensome. Developing self-discipline is akin to training a muscle. It begins with small, manageable actions that gradually expand your capacity to endure and excel. Establish a routine that incorporates these actions and treat every task, no matter how trivial, as a building block toward your larger ambitions. Consistency is key. By committing to a daily practice, you signal to your mind that progress is non-negotiable, even when external circumstances seem discouraging. Consider the analogy of a marathon runner who, mile after mile, pushes through fatigue and discomfort. Their success is not defined by a single burst of energy, but by the cumulative effect of steady, deliberate effort. Similarly, self-discipline is about embracing the long game. It is the willingness to keep moving forward step by step, regardless of immediate gratification or transient feelings. Over time, these disciplined habits crystallize into a lifestyle, allowing you to achieve what once seemed impossible. Practical exercises can help you cultivate self-discipline and integrate it into your daily life. Begin by setting clear, realistic goals that are broken down into smaller tasks. Each task should be achievable so that you can experience regular wins. Create a structured schedule that designates specific times for these tasks. When you commit to this schedule, you are, in essence, forming a contract with yourself, a promise to act consistently, irrespective of fleeting emotions or external distractions. Practical exercise. The 21-Day Discipline Challenge. 1. Identify one key habit. Choose one small, meaningful action that supports your larger goals. It might be as simple as dedicating 15 minutes to reading, writing, or exercising each morning. 2. Commit for 21 days. Pledge to perform this action every day for 21 consecutive days. Research suggests that this duration is sufficient to start reprogramming your behavior. 3. Track your progress. Use a journal, app, or calendar to record each day you complete the habit. Mark your progress visibly to create a sense of accomplishment. 4. Reflect daily. At the end of each day, jot down any challenges you encountered and how you overcame them. Recognize that even if some days feel tougher than others, every effort contributes to your overall growth. 5. Reward yourself. Celebrate the small victories. Whether it's a moment of quiet reflection or a simple treat, acknowledge the effort you've invested in building this habit. A supportive environment is crucial for nurturing self-discipline. Surround yourself with individuals who encourage your efforts and hold you accountable. Engage with communities or find an accountability partner who shares your commitment to growth. When you feel supported, the path of discipline becomes less solitary and more a shared journey toward success. It is important to remember that setbacks are an inevitable part of the process. There will be days when distractions, fatigue, or self-doubt seem overwhelming. In those moments, don't view a lapse as a failure, but rather as an opportunity to learn and adjust. Reflect on what derailed your progress and strategize on how to mitigate such obstacles in the future. Each setback carries valuable insights that can strengthen your resolve and refine your approach. Self-discipline also involves embracing discomfort and uncertainty. Growth rarely occurs in the realm of ease. When you choose to act despite not feeling ready, you expand your comfort zone and build mental toughness. This is where the true power of discipline lies, in transforming adversity into an ally. Each time you overcome the impulse to delay or avoid a necessary task, you reaffirm your commitment to yourself and your dreams. Ultimately, self-discipline is about reclaiming control over your destiny. It is a conscious decision to invest in your future, to prioritize long-term fulfillment over short-term comfort. When you choose to act with discipline, you're saying to yourself, I am worth the effort, my goals matter, and I will pursue them relentlessly. This mindset is the cornerstone of lasting success and the key to building an unbreakable mind. Call to action. Take a moment now to reflect on the areas in your life where discipline has been lacking. Identify one specific action that you've been postponing and commit to doing it. No excuses, no delays. Whether it's starting that important project, making a difficult phone call, or simply setting aside time for self-improvement, let today be the day you harness the power of self-discipline. Write down your commitment, share it with a friend or mentor, and hold yourself accountable. Every step you take in discipline is a step toward a more empowered, resilient, and successful you. In the end, the true measure of your character is not how you feel on your best days, but how you act when the going gets tough. Embrace the challenge of self-discipline, and let it be the driving force that carries you through adversity and toward greatness. Your future is crafted by the decisions you make today. Choose to act, even when you don't feel like it, and watch your life transform one disciplined step at a time. Chapter 12. Designing a Life with Purpose. Purpose is the compass that transforms everyday existence into an extraordinary journey. In this chapter, we explore the art of designing a life that is not only productive but deeply meaningful, a life that resonates with your true values, aspirations, and passions. When you consciously choose to live with purpose, every action becomes a deliberate step toward the legacy you wish to create, and every moment is infused with significance. At the heart of designing a purposeful life is the understanding that purpose isn't something you find, it's something you create. It starts with introspection, asking yourself the fundamental questions of what matters most to you, what excites your soul, and how you want to be remembered. These questions are not mere reflections. They are catalysts for transformation. They compel you to shed the superficial demands of routine and to look deeper into your inner world, where your dreams and values reside. Begin by defining your core values. These are the principles that guide your behavior and decisions. Write them down and consider how they align with your current actions. Are there areas in your life where you've compromised on these values? Acknowledging any misalignment is the first step toward recalibrating your life's direction. With clarity about what truly matters, you create a framework that empowers every decision, from the mundane to the monumental. Visualize the life you aspire to lead. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of purpose and excitement. A life where every task, whether big or small, contributes to a broader, meaningful vision. Picture the impact you wish to have on others, the legacy you want to leave behind, and the personal growth that fuels your progress. This vision acts as a magnetic force, drawing you steadily toward your goals even when the journey becomes challenging. Living a purposeful life also means setting intentional goals that are aligned with your vision. Rather than pursuing objectives dictated by external expectations or fleeting trends, choose goals that resonate with your deepest desires. Break these long-term goals into actionable steps, creating a roadmap that guides you day by day. Celebrate the small wins along the way. Each achievement, no matter how modest, is a stepping stone toward the larger vision you are building. Creating a life with purpose is not a solitary endeavor. It flourishes in a supportive environment. Surround yourself with individuals who share your commitment to growth and who inspire you to reach higher. Seek out mentors, join communities of like-minded people, or simply engage in conversations that challenge and enrich your perspective. In these connections, you find both accountability and encouragement, reinforcing your resolve to stay true to your path. Equally important is the way you interact with your environment. Your surroundings have a profound impact on your mindset. Curate spaces that reflect and nurture your aspirations, places where you can think clearly, create freely, and feel energized. Whether it's a tidy workspace adorned with inspirational quotes or a corner dedicated to quiet reflection, Design your environment to be a physical manifestation of your purpose. A key component of living purposefully is the practice of mindfulness and regular self-reflection. Set aside time each day to reconnect with your inner self. Meditate, journal, or simply sit in silence, allowing your thoughts to surface and guide you. This practice not only grounds you in the present moment, but also provides valuable insights into your evolving desires and needs. Over time, you'll learn to recognize when you're straying from your path and to gently steer yourself back to what truly matters. As you align your daily actions with your overarching purpose, you begin to see a transformation. Life shifts from a series of isolated tasks into an integrated journey where every moment has meaning. The challenges you encounter become opportunities for growth, and the setbacks serve as lessons that refine your vision. With every decision you make from a place of purpose, you build resilience and clarity, paving the way for a future that is rich in fulfillment and joy. Practical exercise: designing your purpose blueprint. Reflect on your values. Write down the 3 to 5 core values that define who you are. Consider how these values have influenced your past decisions and how they can guide your future. Craft your vision statement. In a few sentences, describe the life you want to lead. Include elements like personal growth, relationships, career, and the impact you want to have on the world. Set aligned goals. Identify 3 major goals that support your vision. Break each goal into smaller, actionable steps that you can incorporate into your daily routine. Create a visual reminder. Design a vision board or a digital collage that encapsulates your dreams and aspirations. Place it where you can see it every day to keep your purpose in focus. Commit to regular reflection. Dedicate time each week to review your progress, reassess your goals, and adjust your actions to stay aligned with your purpose. Living with purpose is a continuous journey. It evolves as you grow, learn, and encounter new experiences. It requires you to remain open to change, to embrace uncertainty, and to trust in your ability to create a meaningful life. When you commit to designing your life with purpose, you are not merely surviving the day-to-day. You are actively crafting a legacy of passion, impact, and authenticity. The final step: it's all up to you. As we reach the end of this transformative journey, remember that every chapter, every lesson, has led to this singular truth: your life is your own creation. The insights, exercises, and strategies you've explored are not magic formulas, but tools. Tools that empower you to take charge, to make conscious decisions, and to shape your destiny with intention. This is the final call to action. Reflect on the progress you've made, from breaking free of limiting beliefs and building unshakable confidence to mastering discipline and designing a purposeful life. Each step has been a testament to your resilience, determination, and willingness to grow. Now, standing at the threshold of your future, it is up to you to step forward and claim the life you deserve. Ask yourself, what legacy do I want to leave behind? How do I want to be remembered by those whose lives I touch? These questions are the gateway to a life of fulfillment and impact. Embrace the idea that your dreams are not distant fantasies, but attainable realities, waiting to be realized through your persistent efforts and unwavering commitment. The journey ahead may be filled with challenges and unexpected detours, but within you lies an unbreakable mind, a mind capable of overcoming any obstacle, of turning setbacks into stepping stones, and of forging a path uniquely your own. Trust in your abilities, lean into the lessons learned, and continue to push forward even when the road is steep and the winds are strong. Final call to action. Take a moment right now to write down one concrete action you will take today that aligns with your purpose. Whether it's setting a new goal, reaching out to a mentor, or simply dedicating time to reflect on your vision. Let this be the spark that ignites the next phase of your journey. Share your commitment with someone who inspires you, or post it where you can see it daily. Every small step counts, and every effort builds the future you are destined to create. Your life is an open canvas, and you hold the brush. The power to create, to transform, and to live a life of purpose is entirely in your hands. Embrace it with passion, move forward with courage, and know that with every decision, you are writing the story of a life well lived. In the end, it all comes down to one simple truth: it's all up to you. Seize the moment, commit to your vision, and let your inner light guide you toward a future filled with purpose, joy, and boundless possibilities. Your journey is just beginning. Make it extraordinary.